Yes, this is a particularly silly hat, and the topic I want to talk about is not necessarily very silly, but I just thought it'd be. I'm wearing these hats, I bought them, I thought, try them out. This is also going to be the test of how long I endure wearing this thing, because it hurts like hell. But anyway, okay, first thing, I was having a discussion with D. Landon Cole last night, comments. We were discussing the nature of love and hate, and the thing that struck me and why I'm making this video is very much that I think the opposite of love is a sort of neutral feeling, a non-feeling. Some people call it apathy, some people call it a null feeling, a nothingness. And anyway, so I was so the scale is more from a nothing to a positive one of love. The whereas other 4815's model is very much a simple one, of a binary one of love and hate on two sides of a thing. There's no apathy in the middle, there's just love or hate, and you've got to be in one or the other, a binary situation. So anyway, so love has the opposite of, as it was, sort of apathy or null feeling. Hate also is a strong emotion. It has a positive or maybe a negative emotion of hate, and a neutral or apathetic opposite, or the feelings that are generated, the opposite. Anyway, so we then have really 3 points on our thing. There's love, there's hate, and there's apathy. And the question which was being raised, and I still don't know the answer to this, is that I think that love and hate are on two separate axes. They are what in the mathematical terms is orthogonal to each other. They are at right angles to each other, so they don't interfere if we think of them as vectors. I apologise for the mathematical language. I'm a mathematician by training, so I just think in these terms. Anyway, so it's a sort of vector space of love-hate. The question then becomes, and it's much more complex, is that love and hate can interact with each other. So that's also a dynamic that means that it's not as simple a vector space as I was discussing with D. Landon Cole. And I was thinking much more in terms of a model of interaction, say the quark interactions at a fundamental level, where the quarks interact with each other while they're exchanging gluons, and gluons interact. It gets much more complex, and it is an interesting model, but the problem is that it gets the mathematics is a bit too complex. So anyway, so my thinking at the moment is still at a difficult stage, and also I spent an hour this morning trying to get a geometry program to work so I could take screenshots of the ideas. I might try and do that later on. But anyway, just a thought, love and hate as a vector space. There you go.